happened to we also get on the property. We have the owners property. Make your faithful promises today. Tomorrow they change their mind. I'm not a full man. I love a full people. I'm an intelligent man and I love intelligent.
Would you mind giving me your name? And,
sure. I'm Sergeant Don Graham from the Los Angeles Police Department's Office of Operations.
And what do you think of what's going on today, as in regards to the movement here?
What I think personally is my own opinion, and unfortunately, I can't share that with you while I'm on duty. What I can say is that we absolutely support the First Amendment rights of all people to demonstrate. We're here today to protect the First Amendment rights of the people here demonstrating, as well as public safety and the rights of the people who are not here today. This crowd has been very, very cooperative with us. They've been very forthcoming with information, and also they've had a great attitude, and so it's been a pleasure actually interacting with them. So there wasn't a lot of protecting going on today. There was just a lot of, hi, how are you, and thank you very much for coming out today. So like I said, it's our job to make sure that your First Amendment rights are protected, and so as well as the people who are not participating in the event, and that certainly was done today.
Well, I've grown up in this country, seeing everything that's been going on, realizing really young that I wasn't going to have a future because everything starts getting outsourced, everything starts getting privatized, and where's my future? I leave university with $100,000 in debt. How am I going to pay that off? And when there's no jobs out here, our future's been stolen from us. We buy into this promise that we're gonna, if we work hard, we're gonna have something, and then we're just paying more and paying more and paying more, and being told to tighten our belts and working longer hours. We have to work 80 hours a week just to make rent, while some guy up on the top doesn't work at all except on his golf swing. You know, what's wrong with that, huh? The thing is, the poor are the ones that work the hardest. We're the ones working for below poverty wages, and we still can't make ends meet. Today in this economy, you need 3-4 jobs, and 3-4 people in the family going out and working every day just so you can pay rent and put food on the table. 50 years ago, people talk about they want to go back to how it was in the 50s. In the 50s, there was a 90% tax rate on the richest Americans. In the 50s, all you needed was one person working one job to house and feed a family of 4. You can't do that today. And why? Because we keep shifting our economy overseas. All our jobs going overseas. We're constantly being told to work for less. The difference in our income from 1968 has actually dropped. Like 12%, our income has actually dropped. The value of our money coming in has dropped, while the richest of the country, their income keeps skyrocketing. The division between the rich and the poor is greater than it's ever been in the history of this country.
Who are you?
Hi, my name is Anastasia, and I'm here with Occupy LA. I'm the food coordinator, so if you have food donations, find me. And I'm speaking to Alexa, who tells me she's a veteran. Now, I don't know if you know this, but more veterans commit suicide than are killed in combat. That's because the government doesn't give a shit about our veterans. They don't support them. They treat PTSD like a joke. Women in the armed forces are so much likelier than the average civilian woman to get sexually assaulted, and yet they can't report this because the Pentagon does nothing about these sexual assaults. Their commanding officers do nothing about them. Often it is the commanding officer themselves that has committed the assault, and there's nowhere to report this to.
It's 1 in 3
1 in 3, I don't know. I know that 1 in 6 women will experience an attempted or completed sexual assault in her lifetime. I don't know the statistics for men off the top of my head, and the statistics vary depending on who you ask. I think in the military it's 1 in 3. I know it's embarrassingly, obscenely high, and I know that fuck all is done about it.
Department of Defense numbers 1 in 3 for
men likewise are sexually assaulted in the military, and when there was a story about one that tried to report it, and everybody told him, well, you must have done something to provoke it. Because that's what rape victims do. We just stand there asking for it.
Well, we have an economic draft. If you're poor and you have no choice, well, a lot of what they do is they go to the poorest schools, like into the high schools, into the grammar schools, and start recruiting. And they say, well, you got a choice in life. You can join the military, or you can go to jail. You had to join the military for healthcare? Like, what is wrong with that? The only way you're allowed to get healthcare in this country is if you're rich or if you join the military. What about the rest of us? You know, we have so much wealth. All the resources we need are right here, and no one's allowed to access it. We have the best healthcare system in the world, but no one's allowed to access it. The pharmaceutical companies, the insurance companies, they are making millions and hundreds of millions of dollars off of our backs, and when we need to go into the hospital, we can't get treatment. You go to the emergency room for anything, you're racking up about $5,000 debt just to walk in the door. How can you pay for that? And you know, healthcare costs what, like $300, $400, $500 a month? How can we afford to pay that and still pay rent and eat? A lot of people, you know, they're having to make a choice today with the cost of gasoline. We're having to make the choice between paying to get to work or putting food on the table or paying for our medicine, what we need. Seniors are having to make choices between food or prescriptions. That's wrong. That's just plain wrong. Every other country, well, not every other country, but a lot of the countries in the world, and if we say we're the greatest, we should have the highest standard of living. Well, other countries in this world are able to give health care to all their people. Other countries in the world are able to give free education to all their people. Why can't we do that here in the United States? How can we say we're the greatest country in the world when we have one of the lowest standards of living for the developed nations?
I'm an Iraq war veteran, so.
And that's the thing.
I was part of a gang too, you know?
They deceived you.
They did. They lied to us all big time.
And I don't get how the people in Iraq be like, oh, let us fight our war. Yeah, we'll let you fight your war if you want, but hey, this is the thing. And in the end, who's gonna end up bad? You and your family. Because not all veterans come making it good. Some come crazy, some you know?
Yeah.
And I know what the government's doing. You know what they're doing? They're making our troops transport popping seeds of heroin to this country, and they tell the truth. Hey, you didn't see nothing, you didn't see anything, you do your job, and that's pretty messed up for what we're fighting for.
Yeah, I had a brother die from heroin overdose, and I had another brother who was in rehab. He almost lost his life to heroin. So
hey, well,
yeah, and
I'm here for your brothers that happened to, you know.
Hey, excuse me.
A word for active duty soldiers, for those that are still fighting?
I want to first of all, in speaking to our active duty soldiers today, I want to tell you how much I respect you, how much I respect your service. We can't do enough for those who wear the uniform of our country. We are battling and fighting every day to assure the fact that you are cared for properly when you come home, that you have the best veterans hospitals, the best care anywhere, that you have the best GI Bill possible. There's nothing more important than you. We love you. We care about you greatly. And in the theater of combat, we want you to be cared for, protected, but most of all, we want you to come home. We want you to come home as soon as possible, because we believe that these wars you have been sent to fight are totally unnecessary, and that you are precious, you are beautiful, you represent the best of our country, and we want you here at home where you can help us build a new America and make this a better and more beautiful place. We can't wait for you to come home. We love you and we support you. We'll be waiting for you here. Join us in New York. Join us in LA when you come home, because there will be a whole new city rising up here in front of City Hall. There'll be a whole new tent city rising up in front of Wall Street in Washington, in Memphis, in Chicago, in Atlanta, and in San Francisco, all over this great country. Something big is beginning to happen. We want you to be a part of it, you in uniform right now. So come home, join us in this peaceful revolution, and make this country the greatest country on earth.
Beautiful.
I sit at home, stare at the screen. Oh, what's it gonna take before we're marching in the streets? 'Cause we can't just sit here waiting for the fall. Some boys won't be coming home at all. Me and my friends, we can talk tough when surrounded by people who think enough's enough, but we can't just sit here waiting for the fall. 'Cause some girls won't be coming home at all. In any war, most who die are honest people working, not on any side, and no one seems to care for them at all. Most so-called leaders don't give a damn for them at all. And I'm not so young or so naive.
20 secure phones to assist in staying anonymous, $5,000. Fighting legal cases across 5 countries, $1 million. Upkeep of servers in over 40 countries, $200,000. Donations lost due to banking blockade, $15 million. Added cost due to house arrest, $500,000. Watching the world change as a result of your work? Priceless. There are some people who don't like change. For everyone else, there's WikiLeaks. To find out more about WikiLeaks' financial blockade and how to donate, please visit wikileaks.org/support.html.